I will show you how to create a histogram using Google Docs. Here it starts. I have this sample Air France domestic flight data. I have here the number of flights per week. So what I'm going to do, I want to create a histogram out of this data. So I copy this because I don't need any other thing. I just need the numbers over here. I will paste it here. So this is my data. So what I want to do is to first of all find out what is the minimum and maximum numbers in my data set, because I'm going to use it. Let's say that I have these things over here. The minimum number can be found with this formula, and this will give me the minimum number, that is 1. And I need to find the maximum number, and that is going to be, let me see, 300. Okay, so now I know the minimum and the maximum. So I will be dividing them to an interval this is for my histogram. The interval, for example, between 1 and 300, I can divide 1 and 300 into 10, into 5, whatever that whatever I would like to do. For the time being, let me do 5. So I find my minimum maximum numbers. I'm giving this interval number that is 5. Now what I need to do, I will create over here, I will start with some number that is the minimum number that I have. So it is going to be just a copy of this. There's going to be 1. And then I will increase this with this interval number that I have. So every time, what I'm going to do, I will take this number, I will say plus, and maximum number minus minimum number divided by 5. So this is going to give me this number. So when I pull this down, of course I will have an error. The reason is that I need some dollar signs here in order to keep this not moving when I pull it up, pull it down. So I put these dollar signs over here. It's not working like that, it has to be working like this. So I need dollar signs for these guys here, and D1. I need dollar signs for the interval, that is D4, as you see. Yep, now I pull this down. Okay, now I have those numbers. As you see, I reached 300 in step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I delete this one. And what I need is, actually I'm almost there. So I want to know the number of times that the data set that I have is less than this column here, this one here, this cell, C6. That is meaningless because there will be no minus, there will be no number less than 1, because that was my definition. This is the minimum number. So I will start from here and I will say, okay, if there's a nice formula, countif. So the first thing is that you give the range, and the second thing is that you give the formula. So it's going to be less than and equal this number. So I have 213, and of course I need some dollar signs here again, because I will copy this all the way down. Alright, here we go. Yep. Okay, so 234. I should have a total of 234 numbers. That's correct. So this is correct. So, well, this is just the total amount. So what I want to do is, this is 213. So I will get this one and minus this. So I have between 60.8 and 120.6 in between two numbers. I have 14. So if I pull this down, oh no, of course there's a mistake that I'm doing. This should be not this. The mistake that I'm doing is, I shouldn't be taking this, but instead this one over here. So if I copy this down, so now this is correct. So if I have this number, if I have this turned into a graph, that you can do it, it's going to be, you know, just the histogram that I'm looking for. It is a little bit packed in here because I choose 5, but if I make this 10 and copy this down for just this number of times, like again I have this 300 over here, so as you see, this is the histogram that I'm looking for.